school. Never mind what your parents told you and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. And when your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
Support the Second Amendment, then join us Wednesday, April 13th for our annual Second Amendment March from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Capitol steps. There will be speakers, vendors, and gun right groups, as well as musical entertainment. Join your fellow patriots for a march around the Capitol Mall starting at noon. Meet with your state representatives to express your support of the Second Amendment. So bring the family, your friends, and your firearm to the Capitol Wednesday, April 13th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Visit secondamendmentmarch.com for more information. So true. That's going to be a fun time. It always is. We'd like to get one of our largest crowds there this year. It's an election year, so we're hoping that people will go out. Gun rights have been in the news. Lots of talk nationally and within many different states about restricting our gun rights. Right, Nate? I mean, yeah, we had a shooting here in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and
we can talk about that a little bit coming up.
Yeah, we will. And there's an anti-gun Democrat representative introduced 4 bills that would do nothing to have stopped this guy from doing what he did. But let's get this out of the way. It's February 25th. Man, February is over. We got 16 inches of snow here in the Lansing area, right? We got hit within 12 hours.
I don't know, 16?
Well, at the airport, they're reporting 15.8 inches or something.
No.
I rounded it up, if that's all right with you. We're in the Freedom Studios, that's called Science, on the 15th floor of the Patriot Towers in Liberty City. Where are we at, Nate?
In India.
Eating India? Where the hell is that?
Wow.
Eating India?
Nah, look.
What?
Nothing. I'm just...
How's your rum over there? Did you get your rum open?
No, why would I open my rum? I'm drinking scotch.
Oh, Green Label, too.
Yeah,
good stuff.
I know. It's...
You don't like it. I like it.
It's all right.
You're not a scotch drinker yet. I'm trying to turn you into a scotch drinker. Only the most intelligent, sophisticated people in the world drink scotch. That and all the Scottish people. And they hit the spectrum of people. But in the U.S., only the most intelligent, good-looking, best, smartest, happiest people in the world drink Scotch whiskey. That's an unproven fact. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, but it doesn't say anything. If you would have said all of the smart people drink Scotch, that would have said something, but
I implied that by saying...
No, you didn't imply that at all. You said everybody that drinks Scotch is smart, is what you said.
Oh, that's true. You're right. I'm sorry. That's true.
Which means there's a whole lot of smart people that don't drink Scotch.
That's good.
No, there's a huge difference.
And what I'm saying
English.
That you and I drink Scotch, at least I do, and I'm trying to get you to drink more Scotch, is that, we're both, and I don't know why, supremely good-looking, incredibly intelligent, anyway, and we love our mothers. So, we do.
Yeah, well, this Green Label that we have,
yes,
it's
Johnny Walker.
It's deceiving. Because I think it's slightly more expensive than like the Red Label.
Slightly,
right? And Red Label is way better.
I like Red Label. I mean, for the bottom of the line, Johnny Walker, it is my go-to Scotch. I like it. Deers is my second white label. That's fine. Red Label, it's just something. It's more smoky, more caramely, a little sweeter. It's just good. This stuff isn't bad. It's a lot better than Blue.
Okay.
And Blue Label's like $130 a bottle or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I haven't had that.
Very harsh, I think.
What's the other one?
Gold Label,
which you haven't tried, so
I haven't.
We'll have to save up for that.
Well, this is the first time I tried green, and that's 15 years aged. So yeah, I thought it was nice.
And this bottle sat on the shelves for 15 years after that in the store.
I don't know about that. I had a special order.
Right. Yeah, thanks for doing that, by the way. That was nice.
And I have a guy for that.
You do have a guy. Which really says something when you have a guy to get you liquor.
And it does. And if I don't have a guy, I have a guy that gets a guy for me.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah.
I got guys.
I think it says you drink too much liquor.
I think that's what it says. No, I don't. I drink in moderation.
Yeah, I know.
Why was there a silence there? Steve's here. How you doing, Steve? Steve's our engineer. He had a little bit of the scotch. He's not a scotch drinker. He's more of an herbalist, I will say. I don't know what that is. I don't know what an herbalist is, but
Like, and he's never
he always smells like a hippie.
never brings any of his herbs into the studio. So be careful what you're talking about.
And the thing is, I love to cook, so I would love to use the herbs for like maybe a nice pork roast. Maybe some oven brown potatoes and sprinkle a little herb on there.
Maybe he could give you a little time.
That's all I ask of anybody is just a little bit of their time.
All right, let's get into some of the...
Really? Because we have
good
nothing.
stuff.
Nothing.
Well, that's it.
Hey, thanks for listening, folks. It's been great.
Okay, look,
Which drops out?
we're going to talk about that because we have a lot to talk about.
Right.
With that.
Trump seems to be kicking ass. I don't know why that is, but
It's because he's awesome.
I think it's a protest type of thing.
Should I officially endorse him right now?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
No, I think it's too early.
Is it?
No, I think he'll.
Would I sway if I?
Oh, you would sway at least 3-4 people.
Yeah.
In our audience.
Yeah, there's the potential for that, but I doubt it.
90% of our audience.
That's including us and Steve.
So I'm thinking, don't endorse anybody yet because I think
All right.
may still yet shoot himself in the foot.
No, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't know.
Why? I mean, we had this discussion earlier on in the
you're right,
campaign, too,
because I don't
and
know.
everybody keeps saying, he's going to, just wait, he's going to say something that's really going to make people angry. What could he possibly say?
I rate babies or something. I don't think that would make a difference. He's already said I could shoot somebody and get away with it.
And I think he could. Maybe he'll actually shoot somebody. And we'll see.
He'll hire somebody.
Jeez.
That's what you do when you have money. All right, I'm going to pay you, I don't know, $100,000. I'm going to shoot you in the leg. Okay. I don't know. I might. No, there's too many arteries there. I don't think I'd chance it. He's probably not a very good shot. His son, on the other hand, big hunter, big gun guy. I'd have his son shoot me before the father. So. So what did I hear? Rubio came out and said, "What did he finally?" He didn't come out, but he should.
I believe it. He drinks water in the middle of an important speech.
Dang it, what did I just read about him? People were all upset.
I don't... Is this how you're supposed to conduct this?
This is how I prep for my show.
Well, yeah,
he said something.
That's how you prep for it.
What did Rubio say?
He's prepping for it after. Are you Googling, what did Rubio say? Okay, no, listen, this is the problem that I have, and I blame Fox News mostly for this, but there seems to be a theme now where they're going to have GOP debates during our show all the time now. And I think they really need to stop doing that. It's obviously something that is planned ahead of time. They say, when is the Ed Odd Show on? Oh, Thursdays at 8 p.m. You could go to adoddshow.com or facebook.com/adoddshow. This is what they're saying. Well, we need to have a debate during the Ed Odd Show so nobody listens.
That's true. Or the Big Bang Theory.
The Big Bang Theory is the other.
And we actually had one of our friends say that. I'd listen to you guys, but the only show I watch on TV is the Big Bang Theory, and that's the same time you're on.
Oh, great. Thanks.
So, no, he said something controversial just today, I thought. I can't think of it. All right. What else about Cruz? I don't like any of them. I don't like any of the Democrats.
What don't you like about Ted Cruz?
I don't like his...
You read some stuff?
No, me in religion, he seems to be fundamentalist, ultra.
Okay, well,
religion, and so
I can see some there.
I like to be secular in my politics.
I think I disagree with him saying we shouldn't ever elect a president that doesn't begin every day on his knees praying.
That's true.
Right? Yeah. That sort of thing.
Oh, he had him praying, right?
No, he didn't, but I did because I knew where I was going. You were going to go. Yeah. If we were talking about Marco Rubio or Obama, then I could see it, but not Ted Cruz. I mean,
what?
Huh?
On your knees? What? Also, he is apparently the Zodiac Killer.
Ted Cruz?
Yeah, have you seen all that?
No.
T-shirt saying he's a Zodiac Killer?
It's exciting.
You haven't seen any of that?
No, I don't pay attention to politics.
Oh, I see. Okay. No, it's all kinds of memes out there. It's
Who cares?
Well, the thing is, the problem is that I think the last murder occurred like 3 years before he was born.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And he was born in Canada, so he's not even eligible.
No, but it was up in the Northwest.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
It could have been
I
Canada.
get it.
Right on the border there.
I
They
get
kiss
it.
each
It
other.
might have been him.
No, not unless he was not born yet.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Super Tuesday, right? I had a question about this.
I don't know.
I had a question about this earlier.
That's coming up
today. Super Tuesday, March 1st. It's actually next Tuesday. And what Super Tuesday is the day that a whole bunch of states, and I can name them if you want. I think there's like
please
12 states. Do you really?
No!
Okay. Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, Vermont, and Virginia, they all have primaries on that day. Alaska has a Republican caucus. Colorado will caucus for both parties. But the Democrats are choosing a candidate while the Republicans are doing the whole delegate thing. And one U.S. territory, American Samoa, which is interesting. You and I talked about Samoans earlier before the show.
But mostly about their great cookies.
Well, Samoa's, the Girl Scout cookie,
Yeah.
which I have a bunch right here.
No.
It's empty because I ate them all.
They go good with Green Label Scotch.
Anyway, American Samoa is also having a caucus for the Democrats only. What do you need?
Where's your rum?
Right here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm drinking scotch.
Did you bring it down?
Nope.
You left rum upstairs with children.
The baby's probably got it.
Oh, boy. You know how to wino she is.
Yeah, she likes her juice.
Yes, she does.
So, anyway, I just wanted to clear that up. Michigan's primary is what, March 8th or something?
I wouldn't know. I don't follow politics.
I hate you a lot.
And, I don't vote.
Well, I know that. Well, you do, but Democrat, and you don't know it. Okay, you want to talk about...
It doesn't matter. My daughter and my wife all knock out my vote anyway.
Right, and if you don't vote, they will vote, so it'll be one positive for the Democrats.
Oh, damn it. You make me feel...
Like you should actually get off your butt and do something.
Oh.
Hey, how do you feel about... and we have...
I feel with my hands.
You and I have a lot of friends in this category, but hear a lot...
We have no friends.
I hear a lot about... Virtual friends.
Oh.
I hear a lot about, voting doesn't do any good. Why would you vote, or go vote harder, that
Right.
sort of thing, right? How do you feel about that?
Boy, I don't know.
Sorry, I should have prepped you.
Give you some warning next time. I don't know. I haven't really, analyzed it well. I think that if you don't vote, it makes you feel good because then you can say, well, I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for him, and it's not my fault. So you can pass the blame on others.
Dennis Miller has a recurring message that he puts out on Facebook and Twitter and whatever that says, "Don't blame me. I didn't vote for him." I think at least once a day he posts that.
Okay.
That's similar to what you're saying. Is if you don't vote,
it makes you feel good.
Hey,
There we go.
yeah, we're being oppressed, and it's not my fault.
But I get the idea and the frustration of people saying, my vote really doesn't matter, and it really doesn't.
Yeah.
On an individual scale. So why vote? But
How many people do you think there are in that camp that don't vote because they don't think it'll make a difference? There's actually two...
well, I think it's what? Sorry. 85% of the people don't vote? What is the total? It's not very good.
Well, they're having record turnouts at least in Republican primaries.
They might be.
I mean, because there's so many candidates.
And I think
it's just the candidates' families are creating a record turnout.
So, historically, the American people don't, the electorate don't vote much. And I have people that are in my neighborhood, that don't vote. They're not registered to vote. They don't care anything about it. They go do their sheetrock work. They go do this. They have their drinks on Friday and Saturday night. They take care of their kids. They go to church, all that stuff. And they don't vote. They don't care. They don't worry about any of that stuff. And it's a small minority of people that vote.
Yeah, I think that's true. There's two sides to it.
And the politicians know that.
There's the people that don't vote because they think it doesn't make a difference or they don't care that much. And then the other side, which I think more of our friends fall into, are the